beautiful day for baseball.
Here, you got a ball?
Right there, Nick, right there. Actually, a little further. A little further. Just stand up. Hold up.
Welcome to Raider Field as we get set for game one of our baseball and soccer doubleheader. It is the Medford Raiders playing host to the Tomahawk Hatchets. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Yeah, we got Tomahawk here today for baseball. This is a big one. Raiders looking to stay undefeated. They got the win come from behind fashion against the Merrill Blue Jays on Monday/Tuesday. Started the game on Monday, got lightninged out. Had to finish it on Tuesday. They got the 4-2 win. Trailed 1-0 and we're getting no hit when the lightning struck. So they get that win and then looking to stay undefeated here. Tomahawk comes in looking to spoil that and stay in the hunt in what looks to be a crowded Great Northern Conference. Was crowded last year. A lot of teams kind of all together in one spot. A lot of teams beating each other at different times. Go through the starting lineups for you real quick. For the Tomahawk Hatchets, Colton Black will lead things off. He's the catcher. Cash Olson, the pitcher, will bat second. Wally Horabik, the center fielder, bats third. Brody Hilgendorf, the designated hitter, bats fourth. Nick Arndt, the third baseman, bats fifth. Max Larson, the left fielder, bats sixth. Jonah Dickens in right field, bats seventh. Logan Norman, the first baseman, bats eighth. Colton Sessler is the number 9 hitter. He is at second. Hunter Hilgendorf is at short. He is the player being DH'd for. For the Medford Raiders, it's a similar lineup, just a few position changes. Will Wojcik is at short. He'll be leading off. Ryder Krishneski bats second. He's at second. Hayden Strebig in center field. He bats third. Reston Krishneski, the pitcher, bats fourth. A.J. Gooden at first base, bats fifth. Nick Krause in right field, bats sixth. Ace Arndt in left field, bats seventh. Broden Schilling at third base, bats eighth. Andrew Mann is the catcher. He bats in the number 9 spot. We're going to turn it over for the national anthem. We'll be back with the call of this one in just a moment. National anthem starting lineups in the books. We are ready for baseball here in Medford. First of 2 in a row for the Raiders. They have Marshfield coming to town tomorrow. That is a game that we will not have pending weather. Chance of some thunderstorms. We'll see how that all plays out. We are scheduled to have Shawano coming to town for softball in a major Division II matchup. Should be a good effect on seeding. Taking a look at Friday. Potential for severe weather in the afternoon. Take a look at the hourly quick. That may wash out most of everything going on tomorrow. Take a look here for tomorrow. Yeah, they're predicting storms starting at 2 all the way through till 9 o'clock. So good feeling we might get washed out tomorrow, but as of right now, the plan would be to have softball. If softball gets canceled and baseball plays, we'll try and get some baseball. Don't know how much that we'll be able to get. And if both are washed out, well, we'll see when they're rescheduled. So Reston Krishneski getting his warm-up tosses in. He got the start against Lakeland. Through a good game against the Thunderbirds. Raiders have yet to play away from home. They have been lucky enough that even the road games they were supposed to play, like when they were supposed to go to Merrill, got rescheduled for home due to field conditions, but here we go. Cross for a strike, and we are underway. 74 degrees here today. Wind picking up a little bit. The pitch off the outside for a ball, 1-1. Wind really picking up. The pitch low for a ball, 2-1. The wind. The pitch. Chopper on the ground, too short. Pick there, throw to first is in time, one away. Ground out for the first out of the inning, and that will bring the pitcher, Cash Olson, to the plate. The pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. We got soccer coming up immediately after this. We will make the transition across the field. The pitch. Drops in for a strike, 0-2, or 1-2, excuse me. Krishneski into his wind, the pitch. Right on the outside corner, strike three looking, second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Wally Horabik to the plate. The wind, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Coming back. Stays up high. Tried to drop that curveball into the top of the zone. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Into his wind. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground to Schilling and off the glove. And into left field, a base hit. Or not a base hit, excuse me. That will be an error. So the inning will continue. And that will bring Brody Hilgendorf, the designated hitter, to the plate. First pitch misses the outside for a ball, 1-0. Raider softball in Tomahawk today. Sets. Pickoff play at first. Not in time. Krishneski. The pitch, runner goes. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. The throw down is late. Though it's foul ball. So wipe all that off. That is just a strike. 1-1. See if they send Horabik again. They don't. Said pickoff move, not in time. Krishneski. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line right to the shortstop, and that will end the inning. The error is left stranded. We head to the bottom of the first. It'll be Wojcik, Krishneski, Strebig due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Bottom of the first, Raiders will send the top of their order. Wojcik, Krishneski, Strebig to face off against Cash Olson. He's got the hoodie popping out today. I think that's a hoodie. If it is, it's got short sleeves on it. But it's okay, it's a dark color. That's always the issue is, yes, it is a hoodie. So Will Wojcik will lead things off. Olson into his wind the first pitch. Little roller out in front of the plate. Picked by the catcher. Throw to first is in time. First out of the inning. Old 2-3 ground out. First out of the inning. And that'll bring Ryder Krishneski to the plate. First pitch. Stays just a little bit high for a ball, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. Wind blowing across the field from right to left right now. The wind by Olson and the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, giving chase. That is going to get into the stands. Catch almost made by a fan. Almost took another fan out in the process, but... 1-2. Yep, landed right in her lap. The wind, the pitch. A little bit high, couldn't get him to chase. 2-2. Olson. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground to second. Pick there, throw to first is in time, 2 away. Two down, and that will bring Hayden Strebig to the plate. Left, right, left to start this lineup for Coach Alexander. The wind, the pitch. Big cut and a miss on the breaking ball down in the dirt. 0-1. Olsen, the long look in. Into his wind, the pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground up the middle. That's going to find its way through a base hit. Seeing eye single for Hayden Streebing. Back-to-back 2-out base runners here in the first. One for both teams. I should say both teams get a 2-out base runner. And that will bring Reston Krishneski to the plate. Olsen. The pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is low. They do not have a chance. Streebig takes second. Look back at second. Another look. The pitch. That's going to be hit on a line. This is going to be trouble. That's going to get down a base hit. They will send Streebig. He will trot home and score. RBI single for Reston Krishneski. All with 2 outs. Krishneski will stay in and run. And for A.J. Gooden. Pickoff play at first is not in time. Runner goes, the pitch. It is high, throw is wide. Krishneski steals second. Pitch was a ball. Olsen steps off. Krishneski resets. Olsen. Long look back at Krishneski. He'll come to the plate. That one's going to be hit on the line right to first base, and that'll end the inning. But the Raiders do get a run on a couple base hits. They leave one stranded. We head to top of the second. Art Larson Dickens due up for Tomahawk when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Top of the second. Nick Arndt to lead things off here for the Hatchets. 1-0 Medford. First pitch, chopper, foul. 0-1. They kick the pitch off the inside, 1-1. Krishneski into his wind. The pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Krishneski coming back. That's going to be hit in the air. In the gap, drifting over. Krause is there, first out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Max Larson to the plate. Wind in the first pitch. Stays up high for a ball, 1-0. Krishneski the kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. Krishneski back into his wind, the pitch. Stays low. 2-1. The pitch. Ooh, got him fooled there, 2-2. Krishneski wants to go quickly. The wind. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning, excuse me. And that will bring Jonah Dickens to the plate. The multi-sport star for the Tomahawk Hatchets. The pitch, foul back. Big time wide receiver for him in football. And then obviously now the all-time goal scorer in the state of Wisconsin in hockey. They kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. The kick, the pitch. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Krishneski. The kick, the pitch. Did he go? He did. Strike 3, and that will end the inning. Krishneski sets him down in order in the top of the second. We had 2 to the bottom. Krause, Arndt, Schilling due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Zero, top 2 softball. Medford up at Tomahawk. First pitch here. Swing and a miss from Nick Krause out in front of that one. 0-1. The kick, the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory heading over to our friends again. Just goes over the top of them. Oh, and 2. I have a feeling they might be moving between innings. That's the second one that's come their way. Paints the corner, strike 3 looking. First out of the inning. And that will bring Ace Arndt to the plate. Olson shakes off a couple signs, gets one he likes. The wind, the pitch. Out in front of the breaking ball, 0-1. The wind, the pitch. He went. Strike 2, 0-2. The wind by Olson. And the pitch. He went. Strike 3. 2 down. And that will bring Broden Schilling to the plate. The kick. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The wind. The pitch. Say he didn't go. Into his wind, the pitch. Hit on the ground, right back to Olson. Throw to first is in time. And that'll end the inning. Olson takes care of the side. In order, we head to top of the third. Norman, Sisler, Black, 891 due up for the Hatchets when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Throw down as we go to the top of the third. 891 due up for the Tomahawk Hatchets. Norman, Sisler, Black. Logan Norman, the first baseman. Facing off against Reston Krishneski. Krishneski the pitch. A little bit low for a ball. 1-0. Marshfield in here tomorrow, swing and a miss. At least scheduled to be here tomorrow. Like I said, weather does not look to be cooperating for games tomorrow. The pitch. Roller on the ground, slow roller. That's going to go to second, pick there, throw to first, and time. First out of the inning, and that'll bring Colton Sisler to the plate. The number 9 hitter for Coach Olson. The wind, the pitch. High for a ball. 1-0. The kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. The kick, the pitch, showing bunt, pulls back, takes the ball. 2-1. That kid chilling up in on the grass. Some work done over the offseason. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2. Bryce Kelly and a couple others. Putting some new sod down on the edges of the base paths. Looks good. Grass is greening up. The pitch. High. Full count. Krishneski. The kick. The pitch. High ball 4. And that's a walk. And that'll bring us back top of the order. And Colin Black grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Krishneski, the pitch. High for a ball. Throw back is late. Sessler changed his mind. Didn't get a good jump. One and 0. That's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Sets the pitch. Runner doesn't go again. 2-1. Sets the pitch. Bunt shown foul. 2-2. Long look in from Krishneski. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. Cash Olson comes to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Sets. Pickoff play at first. Not in time. Sets. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 1-0. The pitch, runner goes. It's hot. Oh, called a strike, throw down. Says he's safe. Ball must have popped away. Pitch was a strike. The pitch. High for a ball. 2-1. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. They got him hung up. Throw to third. Safe. Ball pops away again. Three and 1. The wind, the pitch. In there for a strike, full count. Krishneski into his wind, the pitch. Fouled back, do it again. The kick, the pitch, in the air. Foul, that's going to get out of play. Out into the parking lot if you're coming down to the ball game. Want to make sure your car insurance is all up to date. The pitch, that's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. The run will score. Olsen a big turn at first. He will stay put there, and we are tied. And that is the first base hit for Tomahawk. And Wally Horaback will come to the plate. Reached on an error back in the first. He's 0 for 1. See if they put Olsen in motion. Pickoff play at first, not in time. Runner goes. That's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. Olsen's going to turn. He's going to put the brakes on. They don't have a play. And that's a base hit. 2 on with 2 outs. And that's 50 pitches now for Reston Krishneski. As Brody Hilgendorf will come to the plate. Flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Can't find it. But able to track it down. We don't have a view from behind the plate here from our vantage point. We are right up against the away dugout. Blocks our view behind home plate. The kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-2. Krishneski into his wind, the pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. Pick at short, throw to first is in time, and that'll end the inning. Tomahawk does get a run to tie this one up at 1. We head to the bottom of the third. It will be Wojciech Krishneski. 9-1-2 due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that more suited to my needs.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheelers has got you covered.
Andrew Mann to lead things off for the Raiders. 1-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the third. Cash Olson, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Olson has been efficient, just 23 pitches as he steps off. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 1-2. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for the Hatchets. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error for Medford. As we go here in the bottom of the third, the kick, the pitch. Catches the inside corner, strike 3 looking. First out of the inning. That'll bring us back top of the order, and Will Wojcik, he grounded out to just in front of home plate. His first time up. Wind and the pitch. Little bit low, 1-0. The kick and the pitch. A little bit high. 2-0. The kick, the pitch. A little bit low. 3-0. Olson looks like he's having some issues with the mound. Getting a good foot, getting that front foot planted. Olson into his wind, the pitch. That one across for a strike, 3-1. The wind, the pitch. Off the inside, ball 4. Wojcik draws the walk. 1 out walk, and that will bring Ryder Krishneski to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Wojcik is going, the pitch. Off the outside, the throw is wide. Stays on the infield. Nice job there by Sessler to keep that one on the infield. 1-0 count on Krishneski. Sets. Pickoff play at second, late. Wojcik back in safely. Couple of looks back, the pitch. That's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get down a base hit. Wojcik's going to turn. He's going to throw. It's bobbled in center. That is going to allow Wojcik to score. And Raiders get the lead back. Oh. I think we're going to give the RBI to Krishneski on that one. I don't think they throw out Wojcik at the plate, even if he gets that one cleanly. So 2-1 Raiders for Hayden Strebig, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Everybody comes together to give Olson a bit of a pep talk. See if they send Krishneski here. The throws from Colin Black have been wide. They do. The throw is on the outside. The throw down again is wide. Krishneski steals second. Sets. The kick, the pitch. High for a ball. 2-0. They keep Hilgendorf close to the bag, leaving a wide open left side of the infield. Pickoff play. Krzyzewski back in. Olsen sets. The pitch. Two and one. The kick coming back. Popped up. Foul territory. That is going to get out of play and into the woods. 2-2. Sets. The pitch. High for a ball. Full count. Looks back. The pitch. Fouled back. Streebig will see another one. Sets. The pitch. High ball 4. 2 on with only 1 out. And that will bring Reston Krzyzewski to the plate. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Now the hole is on the right side of the infield. Olsen. The pitch. In the dirt. Popping away. Throw to third is late. Both runners will advance. They're going to leave the infield back with 1 out. The pitch stays up high for a ball. 2-0. Raiders already 1 run across here in the inning. Sets. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 2-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. Should be deep enough, sends him back. Catch is made. Krzyzewski will tag. The throw is cut off. RBI for Reston Krzyzewski. And A.J. Gooden will come to the plate. He hit a hard line drive to first, his first time up. The pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The pitch. That's hit in the air. Center field going, no, right field, excuse me. Catch is made. I got fooled out by the center fielder, right fielder. That will end the inning, but the Raiders get the run back. They push a couple runs across. We head to the 4th. It will be Arndt Larson Dickens due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
One thing that surprised me about the RVA is the want to do school, whereas it was kind of a struggle before.
All of the educators, the staff, the therapists, the specialists, everybody is so knowledgeable. And my favorite thing is that we all work together as a team for the kids. I really feel like we're partners with the RVA. I just love it so much. I know I've said that before, but like I love the RVA.
3-1 Tomahawk is, oh, I put those runs in the wrong line. Like, no, it's 3-1 Medford. I'm gonna update that, make sure. There we go. Not sure why I was putting the runs in the wrong spot. First pitch was a strike. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Krishneski into his wind, the pitch. Low and off the outside, gets away. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, tag is applied. First out of the inning, and that'll bring Max Larson to the plate. The wind, the pitch. High for a ball. 1-0. Off the outside, 2-0. High, 3-0. The kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike. 3-1. Coming back. In the zone, full count. That kick, the pitch. Off the inside, ball 4. 1 out base runner for the Hatchets, and that will bring Jonah Dickens to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Sets. The pitch. Bunt shown. It's a good one. Pick by the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. Does move the runner up. Runner at second. 2 down. For Logan Norman, who grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Kick, the pitch. Popped up, foul and out of play. Didn't hear a crash. Oh, there it is. Gets a car. Not mine. Mine is parked far away. And then you hear the kids chasing after it. The kick, the pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Think it got a piece of him. 0-2. Norman's going to walk that one off for just a second. Sets the pitch. Hits the low outside corner. Strike 3 looking. That will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Krause, Arndt, Schilling, 6, 7, 8 due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. Nick Krause to lead things off. Struck out looking his first time up, swinging a miss, strike one. 0-1. The pitch. Breaks low for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. Drops through the zone for a strike, 1-2. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Went to the fastball, first out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Ace Arndt to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. Sets. The pitch. Drops that one in for a strike. That's 50 pitches for Cash Olson. Not in any danger if things don't get out of the way of going the distance. Sets. The pitch. That one's hit on a line. That's going to get down a base hit. Over to get it quickly is Dickens. That will hold Art to a single. Fourth hit for the Raiders as Broden Schilling will come to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Sets. The pitch. Stays up high for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Low, popping away, not far enough. 2-0. Raiders softball leading 4-0 in the top of the fifth. The pitch. Stays up high, 3-0. Sets. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. Get me over fastball, 3-1. Pickoff play at first, not in time. In the zone for a strike, full count. Sets. Full count pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Center field, long run. Catch is made. Horbeck settles under it. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Andrew Mann to the plate. Struck out looking his first time up. He is 0 for 1. The pitch, runner goes. It's low. The throw pops into center field. Arndt steals second. Pitch was a ball. Kick the pitch. At the top of the zone for a strike, 1-1. Sets. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to get through a base hit. They will send Arndt. The throw gets spiked, and that's going to get all the way through, and that is going to allow Mann to end up at second. So that will be a single. It will score the run. Mann will go to second on the error. And we will get a courtesy runner for Andrew Mann. That will be Nick Mann. And that's going to bring Coach Olson out. 4-1 Raiders here in the bottom of the fourth. Coach Olson letting his infield have it. Couple sloppy plays mix in with the error, and it's got them in a bit of trouble. As Will Wojcik will come to the plate, a ground out and a walk. He is 0 for 1. Still got soccer for you yet tonight after this one's done. Wausau East in town. Time called. Will Wojcik digs in. Kicking the pitch. Fouled back. Strike one. Off the outside. No, check that. That caught the zone. 0-2. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground too first. Will beat Wojcik to the bag, and that'll end the inning. Raiders get another run. We head to the top of the fifth. Sessler, Black, Olson, 9-1-2. Due up for the Hatchets when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has two different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Number 9 hitter Colton Sessler, he will bunt that one foul. 0-1. Sessler, Black, Olson due up here in the top of the fifth. 4-1 Raiders. Both teams getting someone warmed up. The pitch. Misses a little bit low for a ball. 1-1. Bunt shown. Strike anyway. 1-2. That is Connor Anderson for the Raiders, and 26 Logan Norman. That's strike 3. 1 down. And that'll bring us back top of the order. And Colin Black, a ground out and a strikeout. He's 0 for 2. Krishneski, the wind, the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. And everyone goes chasing after it. 0-1. Yeah, had a close call in softball on Tuesday. One landing right down in front of the camera. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. Krishneski, the wind, time called. Krishneski likes to go quick. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. Seeing eyes single through the infield, a 1-out base runner for the Hatchets. And that will bring out the courtesy runner, Harmon Hoffman. As Cash Olson will come to the plate. Strikeout and a single, he's 1 for 2. High for a ball. 75 pitches now for Reston Krishneski. Sets. Pickoff play at first, and it gets past. Harmon's going to dig for second. He will be in standing. One and 0 the count. The pitch. Top of the zone for a strike, 1-1. They had Hoffman picked. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. This is trouble. That's going to get down in the gap for a base hit. Hoffman's going to turn. He's going to come home and score. The throw to second. He is out. The single scores the run. Olson out 9-6 on the putout. So 2 down, bases clear. 4-2. And that'll bring Wally Horovic to the plate. Reach on an error and singled. He's 1 for 2. High for a ball. 1-0. The kick. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 1-1. The kick. The pitch. Low for a ball, popping away. 2-1. The wind. The pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. The wind. Coming back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tag is applied, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Krishneski due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
New pitcher for the Hatchets. First pitch from him. Low and off the inside for a ball, 1-0. That will be Logan Norman. Take a look at all the other changes here in just a moment. They kick the pitch. Chopper on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. Pick, throw. Good stretch in time. From Hunter Hilgendorf. Cash Olson goes to short. So one down. Norman into his wind the pitch. Swing and a miss from Strebig, 0-1. Give you the line on Olson. Olson goes 4, gives up 4 runs. They were all earned. 5 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Norman into his wind the pitch. Swing and a maybe got a piece of it. Either way, it's strike 2, 0-2. Tomahawk will have 4, 5, 6 in the top of the 6th. We're just past 6 o'clock here. Steve Ocknick, Sports on Focus, taking you through this one. As that one high pitch is going to be popped up. It's going to be a long run for the center fielder. Horbeck settles under it, makes the catch. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that will bring Reston Krishneski to the plate. So Krishneski will dig in. 4-2 ball game here in the 5th. Hit him. That'll get the Raider dugout going. And that will bring A.J. Gooden to the plate. A line out and a fly out. He is 0 for 2. pitch. That's going to be a liner off the glove of the first baseman and into right field. Krasniewski digging for third. He will be in standing there. Now the ball pops away. Krasniewski's going to come to the plate, and he will score. Play at second, and Gooden is in safe. We're going to give the single on the initial play, and then home on the error. (5-2). Nick Krause will come to the plate. It's another play where that ball has rolled away from the infield. Norman. The kick, the pitch. Misses the outside for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, giving chase. It's going to get out of play. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. Norman comes set. The kick, the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. Raiders get an insurance run, 5-2 as we go to the top of the 6th. Hilgendorf, Arndt, Larson due up for the Tomahawk Hatchets when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
We go to the top of the 6th, 5-2 Raiders. First pitch in the zone for a strike to Brody Hilgendorf. 0-1. Hilgendorf, Arndt, Larson due up here in the 6th. That one's going to be hit in the line. Left field drifting over. The catch cannot be made. Ace Arndt loses his footing. And Ace Arndt might be hurt. Nope, he's all right. He's picking something up. Lost his glasses. There we go, get the error count right. So runner on. And that will bring Nick Arndt to the plate, 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. If Hilgerbard is going, no. Pitch is low. Throw back to first, not in time. Might have said strike. We're going to go with that for the time being. Pickoff play at first. Not in time. Sets. The pitch. High. Throw to second. Pops away. Stolen base. 1-1, I believe. Yes, it is. 1-1. Sets. The pitch. Chop foul. 1-2. 87 pitches according to my count now for Reston Krishneski. I think if you're Coach Alexander, you'd love to get him through the 6th here. Have someone come on clean in the 7th. Most likely Connor Anderson. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They have to complete the strikeout. They do. One down, and that will bring Max Larson to the plate. 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. Catch is made. Foot race to the bag is won by Will Wojcik, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Arndt, Schilling, Mann, bottom of the order for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Bottom 6, Raiders looking for some insurance. Runs top 7 up at Tomahawk. 6-0 Medford. They have the bases loaded, 1 out in the softball game. Ace Arndt to lead things off. Strikeout and a single for him. First pitch. Low for a ball. 1-0. The wind of the pitch. Low and off the outside, 2-0. The kick, the pitch. Catches the high outside corner for a strike, 2-1. wind. The pitch. Little roller out in front of the mound. Picked up, throw to first, but it hit him in the box first. A painful break for Ace Arndt, who's had a painful 6th inning. He slipped out in left field. Now fouls one off his foot. That one misses. Or no, it did not. It was foul. No, it did miss. Dang it. They tricked me. Norman. Into his wind, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Long run, still going out. The catch is made. Olsen gets to that one. Long run for Cash Olsen. He gets the out, first out of the inning. And that will bring Broden Schilling to the plate. 0 for 2. Connor Anderson continuing to warm for the Raiders. Be interesting to see what they decide to do. Reston Krishneski's at 89. The pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Schilling 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. See, maybe if you can get it through without needing Anderson, have him available tomorrow. The pitch. That's going to be hit on a line. This is going to be a tough play. Hat comes off, but the catch is made by Larson. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring Andrew Mann to the plate. A strikeout and a single. He is 1 for 2. Well, Riley Harabi's no-hitter comes apart in the 7th. Leadoff double for Tomahawk. Breaks up the no-no. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air, center field. Drifting over is Horabik. He will settle under it. The catch is made, and that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Tomahawk Hatchets. They need 3. They will send the bottom of their order. Dickens, Norman, Sessler to the plate when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
You know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Tomahawk needs 3 to force the bottom. Pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. To Jonah Dickens, a strikeout and a sacrifice. He's 0 for 1. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-1. 91 for Reston Krishneski. Connor Anderson will be ready to go once he gets 100. Or imagine if he gives up a base runner, you might go with Anderson. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. Leadoff single. The speedy Dickens on. And Coach Alexander is going to stay in the dugout. So they will stay with Krishneski here. 92 pitches for him. Ground out and a strikeout for Logan Norman. He is 0 for 2. We'll see if Dickens is off. Probably, I doubt the Raiders put too much effort into getting him. His run doesn't matter. Don't want to risk anything else happening. Time called. Somewhere. Krzyzewski sets. The pitch. Catches the low outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Norman digs back in. Pickoff play at first. Not in time. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw back behind. No. Strike 2, 0-2 on Logan Norman. Dickens goes, swing and a miss. Swing and a foul. Just got a piece of that one. It's 95 now for Krzyzewski. Sets the pitch. That one's going to be popped up on the infield. Coming on, the catch cannot be made. They will get the out at second. Ryder Krzyzewski made the diving attempt at it, just could not quite hold on. They do get the out. It'll go in the book as a fielder's choice, 4-6. One down. And that'll bring Colton Sessler to the plate. A walk and a strikeout. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. Coming in. Catch is made. Steps on the bag. Double play, and that'll do it. Pop fly to Gooden. He steps on the bag, and that will do it. The Raiders get the win 5-2. We are going to go through your final stats here, starting with the Tomahawk Hatchets. Colin Black, 1 for 3 with a single. Cash Olson, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Wally Horbick, 1 for 3 with a single. Brody Hilgendorf, 0 for 3. Nick Arndt, 0 for 3. Max Larson, 0 for 2 with a walk. Jonah Dickens, 1 for 2 with a single. He also sacrificed. Logan Norman, 0 for 3. Colton Sessler, 0 for 2 with a walk. He scored a run. Harmon Hoffman scored the other run as a courtesy runner. Pitching, Cash Olson goes 4, gives up 4 runs. They were all earned. 5 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Logan Norman goes the final 2, gives up 1 run. It was unearned. 1 hit, no walks, 1 strikeout. On the other side, for the Medford Raiders, Will Wojcik, 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Ryder Krzyzewski, 1 for 3 with a single, a run scored, and an RBI. He also stole a base. Hayden Strebig, 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored. He walked once and stole a base. Reston Krzyzewski, 1 for 1 with a single, 2 RBIs, a run scored. He was hit by a pitch and stole a base. A.J. Gooden, 1 for 3 with a single. Nick Krause, 0 for 3. Ace Arndt, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. He also stole a base. Broden Schilling, 0 for 3. Andrew Mann, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Pitching, Reston Krzyzewski goes all 7. Gives up 2 runs. They were both earned. 5 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. that's going to wrap things up for us here tonight. We are back on the air in 33 minutes with some soccer. So make sure to tune in for that. That game's starting at 7, so we're going to get our stuff over across to the other Raider Field. And we will bring you girls soccer, Wausau West versus Medford, coming up at 7 o'clock. Want to thank everyone for joining us here today. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of